Did you know that the trio of Johto was rejected? In episode 6 of Pokémon Generations, we are introduced to Eugene, a man obsessed with Suicune. He tells us the ancient story of the burned tower, and how the 3 Pokémon of this video emerged from it. Due to constant wars about which we know nothing, the tower suffers a fire. It is at that moment, when after the rain, Ho-Oh appears and a miracle occurs. The 3 Pokémon that had perished due to the flames come back to life, but this time in the form of legendary Pokémon. Astonished and scared by this event, the inhabitants of that place begin to attack these new beings, who, disappointed by this attitude, decide to leave and never appear before humans again. So Eugene has the objective of finding Suicune to tell it to trust them again, managing to see the legendary at the top of the tower for a few moments.
In Pokémon 3, the movie Spell of the Unknown, Entei, we meet Molly, the daughter of Spencer Hale, a professor who is in search of the unknown. After he is trapped in another dimension, Molly manages to wake up these strange Pokémon, and with sadness over the loss of her father, she accidentally makes them lock her in the castle and create an imaginary version of Entei, who she believes is her father. Meanwhile, Ash was passing through the place, and seeing the situation, he informed Professor Oak, who decided to go along with Ash's mother. But suddenly Entei appears and kidnaps her, taking her to the castle to be Molly's new mother. So on the way to her rescue, they have to face different versions of Molly. But when they arrive, Entei is waiting for them. Ash and Pikachu almost fall into the void, being saved by an old friend who is also defeated by Entei. That's when Molly stops it and decides to leave the castle, having to face the unknown who finally free her real father. In the special episode The Legend of Thunder, which belongs to Pokémon Chronicles, we were able to see various characters belonging to the Pokémon Gold, Silver and Crystal games. In this one we are introduced to Jimmy, the anime version of Ethan, and Marina, the version of Chris. Throughout the episode they show us the typical story in which Team Rocket tries to rule the world using the power of a legendary Pokémon, which in this case is Raikou, the electric-type legendary. This time Team Rocket has the Miracle Crystal in their hands, which can absorb electricity and then use it as desired. So after several attempts, they manage to capture the legendary, but along with it was Marina, who helps it escape, leaving herself inside the ship. Jimmy and his friends manage to locate her and confront Team Rocket. Raikou also finds them and destroys the machine, but the crystal goes out of control and begins to attract it. Finally, after a long battle, Raikou frees himself and destroys the crystal, defeating the bad guys and regaining his faith in humans.